welcome back to the channel. It is the Conservative Coin Collector, and I don't have much of an intro for you today. I just want to get right into the video. And today I have 13 rare Lincoln Cent double dies that collectors chase and collectors want more than ever. To start off, the coin you see above you, and I have a screen right here, is the 1909 double die obverse. The Lincoln Cent began in 1909, the 100th anniversary of the year Abraham Lincoln was born. It also marked the first time a real historical figure was on a regular issue US coin. Victor David Brenner, the 1917 double die obverse. It is the second coin I have for you, and it's a World War I era sleeper. The 1917 double die obverse stands among the great early Lincoln Cent varieties. It came during a tense year in American history. The United States entered World War I in April 1917, and the Philadelphia Mint struck cents at a heavy pace for daily commerce. Amongst the backdrop, one obverse die received misaligned hub impressions. The result created visible doubling among the date and the motto "In God We Trust" under magnification. The spread looks sharp and unremarkable, and it does not match the dramatic naked eye power of the 1955 double die. However, the 1943 double die Lincoln Cent, now known as the 1943 over 2S double die Lincoln Cent, it was originally just doubled, but then numismatist Tom Delory in 2022 helped confirm the famous double die. It was also a true overdate. The discovery changed the way that collectors understood the coin. He and a couple other numismatists had a discovered it, called each other, and their conclusion added a new major new chapter to the Lincoln Cent history. The coin was not simply a 1943 S double die, it was a 1943 over 2S overdate. The 1958 double die obverse it's one of the rarest ones I'm going to talk about. It's the great mystery coin of the Lincoln Cent series, and only 3 examples have gained broad acceptance in the marketplace, and all 3 of these carry extraordinary status. The doubling is so great on it, it even rivals the 1955 double die. Yet the 58 did not create the same public frenzy one knew. It slipped through the mint with almost no attention, and then vanished into numismatic rumor. The coin also came out at the end of an era. The mint replaced Brenner's Wheat Reverse with Frank Gasparo's Lincoln Memorial Reverse. Therefore, the 58 double die stands near the 1969 S double die obverse. It perhaps has one of the most dramatic backstories of any modern Lincoln Cent. The San Francisco struck the coin during the Memorial Reverse era, and it shows a strong doubling on the date, liberty, and in God We Trust. The spread appears bold and clear, importantly on the S mint mark, but it does not show the same double effect. At the time, the mint punched mint marks into working dies separately after hubbing. The detail helps separate genuine examples from machine double coins. The story took a strange turn after its discovery. In 1970, authorities investigated counterfeit double die cents from moving right along to the 70s. The 1970 S double die obverse gives Memorial Cent collectors a serious challenge. It also gives them one of the most interesting technical stories in the series. Collectors often connect this coin with the large date or low 7 1970 S cent. the double die shows Class 1 rotated hub doubling. In plain language, the working die received hub impressions that did not align correctly. The result created strong spread with, not with, but on the date and legends. The doubling shows well on In God We Trust, Liberty, and the date. The 1971 double die verse is one that's overlooked sometimes. It often sits in the shadow of the 72 DDO. It has worked against it in very popular discussions. However, the Lincoln cent collectors know the 71 Philadelphia variety deserves far more attention. The doubling appears in God We Trust and Liberty, with additional spread on the date. It has enough strength to qualify as a major modern double die, yet it lacks the sweeping headline level of separation of the 72 die number 1. As a result, casual collectors often overlook it, and that creates opportunity for this humble coin. Philadelphia struck the second 1971 coin. You think there'd only be one per year, but no. The proof double die obverse of 1971 is also on this list. The proof coins should represent the mint at its most careful. They are, polished to a mirror-like perfection. Sometimes they are double stamped to have the finest details stand out in the boldest of terms. But the 1971 S proof double die obverse makes that especially compelling. San Francisco produced proof Lincoln cents for collectors, not circulation. The mint struck them with polished dies in special planchets. The goal was a sharp coin with a mirrored fields and frost. 1983. This double die broke the pattern. Normally, if you think of a double die, you think of a DDO or a double die obverse. Those are famous. How this broke the pattern, this is a DDR or a double die reverse. Those are quite rare compared to the DDOs. And this reverse actually has doubling on quite a bit of its pattern. You can see it on 1 cent, United States of America, and shown examples also show spread on the Latin motto E Pluribus Unum, and parts of the Lincoln Memorial design there. And some collectors have examples you can see without extreme magnification. Time it adds importance. The mint changed the set design in 1982 from mostly copper to the 1995 double die obverse is the last great naked eye DDO. It was the final great one, and there were no more double dies of the 20th century that you could see from the naked eye after the 1995. The variety created public stir after collectors found examples of circulation in the rolls. Mainstream media picked up the story, and once again, Americans heard that a cent from pocket change could carry real value. The doubling appears most clearly on Liberty, with additional spread visible on the model and stronger examples. It has a curving rotational look that differs from the block-like spread of some earlier varieties. The effect remains clearer through collectors to recognize without advanced equipment.